So please repeat, in order to obtain perfect enlightenment, I vow from now on to go for refuge to the Guru and 3 precious gems. Please stop there. 3 precious gems, my. You know, as we grow in practice, our understanding of the 3 jewels of refuge, the 3 precious gems, changes. Isn't that so? That when we are brand new, that we think, well, maybe this was some guy, 2,600 years ago, who gave us some good ideas. And the Dharma is what he taught. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? And the Sangha are the people that gathered around him. They are also, holy beings because they became enlightened. So this is okay to think like that. However, it doesn't really mean anything to me, Oh, actually, it might mean something to me because it is considered from historical perspective that I was one of my previous was Shariputra, one of the direct disciples of the Buddha. So I get to say like that. However, and it has deep meaning for me. And however, as we grow in practice, that we begin to think that there might be a relationship between me and this 3 jewels of refuge. I mean, although, it's something that we hope for, that it's a kind of aha moment, isn't that so? That we feel, this brings on feelings that the Buddha actually might still be alive, which is another big aha. And when we think that the Buddha might still be alive, then we think, where is the Buddha? Okay? Is he in the atmosphere? Where is he? Where does the Buddha reside if he's still alive? And I'm not going to tell you where the Buddha is or isn't, because I'm just describing a process of discovery. And then we think, these are the things that the Buddha taught. Now, from a Western viewpoint, we think, well, if somebody has a lot to say, they'll write a textbook on it. And then it will be assigned in school, and the students will memorize it. Isn't that so? And so the students memorize it, and they tell others, etc. However, the big aha comes when we think that perhaps there's something still living and meaningful about the Dharma. And a further aha comes when we think that there is not just this spoken Dharma, but there is an energetic Dharma, which is the actual Dharma that we want. And we hold on to the words, but it's not really what we're looking for. These are advanced ahas, okay? And the Sangha, we think, okay, there's a bunch of monks walking along, a bunch of nuns walking along. Hello, many greetings, like that. Holy beings, like that. However, this only lasts a short time. When we get to know monks and nuns, and we think, oh, he wears dirty socks. She farts. She doesn't prostrate properly. I take refuge in the Sangha, but not that particular person. So this is a very superficial view of Sangha. And the aha comes when you realize that there is some kind of universal Sangha that is seen or unseen, that doesn't depend upon our human evaluation. In other words, that there could be, if we want to say it this way, from a more Christian point of view, that maybe there are heavenly Sangha. This is a big aha, isn't it? And this Sangha, that's a heavenly Sangha, is not limited by the grossness of the body, that they don't have to be in human form, taking airplanes or going here, going there. That this Sangha is like a higher valuation of where we want to be. That in some ways we think of ourselves as Sangha, white conch Sangha. But that there has to be, the aha comes when you realize that there's a continuation of this community of saints, I'm going to say, which goes on from our level, our smaller understanding of Sangha, all the way up to enlightened Sangha. And I've said it before, and bears repeating, that the enlightened Sangha are the proof of the pudding. That if the Buddha's teachings were good and correct, let me say it this way, if the Buddha's teachings were not good and correct, there would be no enlightened Sangha, because his teachings would not produce enlightened beings. But that is not so. The Buddha's teachings produce enlightened beings. And that is the enlightened Sangha, which is your future. And there are even more ahas. And so when we do our prayer, let's begin again. In order to obtain perfect enlightenment, I vow from now on to go for refuge to the Guru and the 3 precious gems, and not abandon sentient beings. I will practice the 6 perfections. Okay. There's another piece of the puzzle of our important beginning prayer.